Okay guys, in this tutorial we're gonna talk about views. Views are just predefined ways how to get specific reports. Why do we need them at all? Well, let's say that 10 times during the day you need to find information, let's say about Michael. So why do you need to type that thing in a terminal many times when you can save that request? So when you target that request with a very short line, you will get that thing. So they are predefined requests. Right, so how to create it? Well, try and accept block will remain unchanged here. We're gonna just say this: create view and not table. And what will be name in this case? Well, let's just say find Michael. And yes, you can use uppercase here as a first character, but it's totally up to you how you're going to call it. Right, and now when we have name, we need to say as. And if you want to go to next line, here you need to say that what is needed is absolutely everything about Michael. So how to do that? Well, you will say select all from people, because people is our target, it's our table. Right, but I have a problem here with the command, which means that when you run into this, what you can do either to have everything on one line or just use triple quotes here. So it's totally up to you what you like more. Okay, triple quotes will get the job done when you have multiple lines. Okay, let's continue with the view. Now you will say what are you searching for? Well, you will say where name equals what? Michael. Okay, Michael is object of your interest. And now down there you don't need to search what's happening with the table. You need to get into view to see what is there once when you have it. So let's change that. Find Michael. And hopefully when I press F5, yes, here we are, we do have absolutely everything about Michael. And obviously if you want to be safe, if you have many rows, many hundreds or thousands of rows, you will probably combine, for example, one column with another column as name plus last name and plus address, something like that. Right, so how to detect that you have view in your system? Well, you will just say this: show tables, and when you do that you will see tables plus views. Okay, but views are not tables. Tables are just like storage, and views are way how to get stuff from storage. And also you can extract that thing right here. How? Well, you will say select all from where? From find Michael, because that's our target. Find Michael, and guys, that's it. Pretty much same situation as when you do individual request, but when you don't save that requests. So views are just saved requests. Right, what else can we do here? Well, for example, we can find something about, let's say, Samantha. And we can say here where name equals Samantha. And again, we will just get everything about Samantha, and all other things will be disregarded. Why do we have this problem? Just a second. Samantha, find Samantha. Yeah, I need to change name of view. And that means I'm gonna create it. There you go, guys. So when you grab additional stuff, just change name of that report. Yeah, you need to pay attention about that, because there is no purpose in searching for different stuff if you have a view with the same name. So that's kind of stupid. So for everything what you're searching for multiple times during the day, do have a report, and actually you must have a report with a dedicated name, and then you will get correct results. And also let me do that manually, like select all from find Samantha, and there you go, guys. Now we have it here, of course. Okay, so question is how to delete your views. because now we have two of them. Well, if you say drop find Michael, you will get into problem. If you say drop table Michael, you'll get into problem. So don't use table here, because we are not talking about tables, we are talking about views. And now when you say drop view, you're gonna delete that thing. And let's delete stuff for Samantha. View dedicated for Samantha. Enter. Sorry. And there you go. And now when I say show tables, we will just have blanco, tables, right, with the data in it. Okay guys, that's pretty much nothing special here. Views are very simple. Okay, so from now on I can create like Python tutorials for absolutely every method you have in MySQL, but I think that's kind of stupid, because I'm gonna just double information that I already have in my YouTube channel in dedicated Python MySQL playlist. So what you can do if you want to practice, you can just go to my website, and yes, I'm working on it. I need to create explanation what specific part of the code do, but you have all those instructions here if you want to play around. So yes, you can grab what's happening with not condition, order by, average function if you're working with numbers a lot, with length, mid, U case, L case, basically how to turn a report into all uppercases or lower cases or something like that. So there is really no purpose in explaining what I have already explained on a website and also in my YouTube channel multiple times pretty much up till now. So guys, I'm gonna close this playlist right here, and I do think that you have enough background right now to combine Python plus MySQL, which will greatly help you if after this you are learning any other programming language that deals with SQL in general. So it's really not important if it's Python or some other language. The basics are just same. You do have your connector, and then you need to target specific cursor, and then you have a block of code that is that will do some kind of error checks and rollbacks, and then you will print those results, and then you will close connection. So it is really not important if it's Python or something else. The meta-like structure is absolutely same when you're working with SQL Server or MySQL Server or whatever. And if you know MySQL, you can just go to another database system and learn about that in 3 hours or in 3 weeks, no problems. Differences are not that big once when you know the basic stuff. It will just become your second nature to learn very quickly additional things, and that's cool stuff about programming in general, but yeah, you need to invest a little bit of time to reach that point. Anyway guys, I'm gonna pretty much shut up here in this playlist, and as a final thing, right, so let's delete totally our tables. Why not? So we will just say drop here table people, drop table people, and we can just say down there show tables. Oops. And F5. There you go, we have people 2 now. Let's delete people 2. Okay, F5. Now we don't have any kind of tables here, so let's say show tables. Again, nothing. And as a final thing, let's delete whole corp database. Why not? Drop database, which is dangerous and scary thing, corp, and then we will say show databases. And you will get only databases that are default when you are installing MySQL Server. Right, so F5, and there you go guys, as exactly. Okay, let's manually check that, show databases, and default MySQL Server stuff. Okay guys, I'm gonna definitely shut up. As always, thank you for watching, for support and subscription. Spread the news, you will greatly help, and as always, see ya in the next playlist. Okay, see ya there.